Good morning, our amazing ALC.
And welcome to the 5th week of C103 News.
Hey Kelsey, have you ever noticed those bluish black lines that aren't really parking spots?
Wait, I thought they were parking spots.
Well, they're not. You're not the only one who is mistaken about this. My news team is about to bring you some facts about this. It's a common mistake.
Whoa, 2 colored lines. Seems like more people park in the yellow than they do in the black. Whose car is Austin? Austin Jones. Austin, you can't be parking in these black spots. Jones, no, you bad. You're gonna get clipped by a bus. You gotta park in the yellow.
So Mr. Zebart, what are the 2 different colored lines outside for?
Well, actually, our parking lot, when it was originally designed, it was designed for a home design store, which used to occupy this site. So when we moved in as a school, we had to redo some of the parking lines in the parking lot because, as an example, school has to have so many handicap spots. And a school has to have room for buses and other large vehicles to get through the parking lot. So instead of redoing the entire parking lot, what they did is they came and they put black lines over some of the yellow lines to eliminate spots. So in our parking lot, we have 2 colored lines on the parking lot. We have black lines and we have yellow lines. We need to be using the yellow lines for our students and staff that park here.
Okay. What are some rules and expectations that we should know about the parking lot?
Well, there's a couple things. One is park in parking spots. Don't take up more than one. Park in the yellow parking spots. The one thing that bothers me more than anything is litter in our parking lot. We have people that open up their door and McDonald's bags and everything else falls out. So we have garbage cans out here. I would like people to use that. And just to be safe in our parking lot while you're driving. Obviously, before and after school, we have kids in the parking lot walking to and from school. But we kind of have some blind corners in our parking lot as well as you enter and you exit our parking lot. So I would ask that students just drive safely and cautiously while they're entering and exiting our parking lot.
Okay. How do you feel about giving us free parking? I know that compared to other schools, they make you pay.
Yeah, other schools in the Rochester Public Schools, that the mainstream high schools, they charge students to park in the parking lot, and I believe it's kind of expensive. It's like $80 a year or $40 a semester. Okay. I don't believe that students should have to pay for parking. A couple different things. One is I don't want to be the parking lot police going out and seeing who paid and who didn't pay. And then if people didn't pay and they're parking here, what are we going to do? Fine them? And how are we going to get the money from them? I just don't want to get into all that. So I think free parking is the way to go for ALC.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zebart, for that very useful information. Remember, students, we have to stay off those black lines and obey the rules of the parking lot. Now let's head over to our acres.
Hopefully that clears it up for everyone.
I think it definitely will. Hey Brandon, have you been checking out the C103 News blog?
Yes, I have. There's so much cool stuff to read about on there, including an article written by yours truly.
In case our viewers haven't checked it out yet, here's a story about how to get there and what you'll find.
We have a new feature on our online news blog. You should check it out. We have an advice column and a variety of random articles worth the read.
Hi, I'm Daenerys, and this is Miss Baethke. I want to ask you some questions about our new blog. Why did you want to start our blog?
Last year, I was really proud of what we had done with GHTV, and so this year I was thinking about how we could go even further and improve and keep growing and getting better. And so I thought this would be a logical next step for us to try and do some print news and write some articles and give people a chance who might not be really comfortable on camera, give them a chance to write some stories and write stories about things that they're interested in.
Sounds pretty legit. What about our Dear Rosie column?
The Dear Rosie column is really neat. I hope people start writing in and asking some questions. We have a top secret member of C103 News who is our advice columnist, and if you write in a question, it could be about anything personal, school related, family related, work related, she'll do some research and come up with an answer and type it up on the blog. So make sure you check out our blog and look for questions and answers.
Yeah. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hi, welcome to the C103 news blog. This is how you follow it. You're going to type in your email address and click follow. So, see, now I'm following. And I mean, it just sends you emails about updates on the blog and stuff like that. We have a Dear Rosie column that will hopefully load. So I mean, you just ask Rosie a question, and she'll answer it for you. Hopefully, as fast as she can. You can either leave a reply right here, or you can go to Miss Baethke's room, and there's a Dropbox that you can put questions in there, and she'll put your question up and then answer it. We also have a Meet the Staff page. This is everybody that's working on it, or that works on the news crew. There's a lot of us, I guess. And that's pretty much it, I think. News and current events. We actually all have like little blog entries of our own, and you can check those out too. So that's pretty much it, and thank you.
Okay, and that's all for today. Make sure you check out our Dear Rosie column.
Now that we're all working on our new blog, we sure do put a lot of work into the news.
Yes, we do. To give our viewers an idea of how much we really do, here's a behind-the-scenes glimpse of what our week looks like.
Do you ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes? Now you'll find out.
All right, are you ready? Wait for my cue.
Wait. Now that we're all working on our new blog, we sure do put a lot more work into the news.
Yes, we do. To give our viewers an idea of how much work we do, here's a behind-the-scenes glimpse of what we do in our
Okay, good, because I messed up mine too. Like, I just winged it at the end.
that's what I was trying to do. I was like, I forgot what it said.
And take two.
Blog, we sure do put a lot more work into
Come on, Brandon, you got this.
You can do it.
Okay, wait for my cue.
Now that we... I don't know what just happened.
Brain fog.
No, we're all working. Okay.
Okay, wait for it.
Now that we're all working on our new blog... Okay, I got it.
Now I feel better. You messed up more than this.
Bull.
What are you doing?
Bust down music on that.
What if we rapped the news?
Oh, Jesse, you should rap the news for all of us.
What?
Rap this.
Rap it?
Yeah.
You know.
Do you enjoy watching the news?
Yeah, I do.
And what do you think goes on behind the scenes?
You guys goof off quite a bit, but you get the job done.
And how do you think we can improve the news?
It's perfect just the way it is.
So Larry, what do you think you're going to be contributing to this newscast?
I really don't know yet. It's kind of early in the year and whatnot, but I think I'll be contributing like a lot of smiles and whatnot and laughs,
That's nice. And do you enjoy being a part of the newscast so far?
Oh yeah, it's been a heck of a time for the 2 or 3 days I've been here. So yeah.
And excuse me.
Oh, what?
And what's your favorite part about the news?
I guess being on camera and whatnot.
All right, Kelsey, what do you think you're contributing to this newscast?
Probably just a positive attitude and coming up with like new ideas for us and stuff.
And what do you enjoy most about being a part of this newscast?
Probably just like being with my group and stuff. Like we work really well together and I just think it's a fun time.
And what's your favorite part?
Probably when everything's done and we like get to watch it back, and I just think it's cool to like see everything put together.
All right, and Cassie, what do you think you're going to be contributing to this newscast?
I think I contribute a lot of creative ideas with our conclusions and intros.
And do you enjoy being a part of the newscast?
Yes, I do.
And what's your favorite part?
My favorite part is when all the advisories watch it and everybody tells me that I did such a good job.
Thank you. All right, there you have it. Well, that's just a look at what goes on behind C103 News. Back to you guys.
Now everyone can see how hard we really work.
You know, another person that we all may not realize works very hard is Mr. Zebart.
It's time to go hear from our principal one more time.
Good morning and welcome to another version of Z60. Two topics of discussion, actually more like reminders for our students here at the ALC. The first reminder is we have worked very hard with our neighbors on informing them about who we are and what kind of a school we are. And one of the things that they have asked is that we stay off of their property. And in order to do that, one of the things that we did is we got a bus stop added to our side of the street. Students, I remind you, encourage you, and ask you again to make sure that you use the bus stop that's on our side of the street near Thatcher Pools. Do not use the bus stop across the street by the hotels or over by Channel 1. The other thing that I would like to remind students about is our language. When we're in the halls, let's use what we would call school-appropriate language. That does not include the F-bombs and calling each other the B words or the N word. So one of my expectations is that we try to clean up that language in the hall while we're visiting with each other. Thanks and have a great week.
Well, how about them apples?
Need some advice? Look no further. Here comes Lois. Dude, Lois always has the best tips.
I know. Well, here's a little more advice from Mr. Molly in our new segment, Rock Talk.
Good morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. It's Mr. Molly here in the counseling area, and I wanted to talk to everybody today a little bit about our 7th hour classes. This past first quarter, we've offered some different classes: chemistry, floral class, art, credit recovery. Remember, 7th hour is for many students kind of an extra opportunity for you to make up credits. Many students, when you come to the ALC, are behind. You've come from a big school where maybe you've only passed half your classes. And that gives you an opportunity to kind of get caught up. Something you want to remember is this: if you only pass 3 of your classes a year, you're not going to graduate in 4 years. You're actually going to graduate in 8 years. As many of you know, you need 24 credits to graduate. And if you spend 8 years of high school, you will age out. You have to graduate in your 21st birthday year. So I don't think anybody really wants to sign up to graduate when you're 21. So we need to do some things differently to get things moving in the more positive direction and earning your credits. This last quarter, I put a number of students in 7th hour to try to help you get caught up on your credits and to kind of shorten up that graduation timeline. Many of you have opted out of going to 7th hour, either because of transportation or didn't really feel like staying for an extra hour, didn't want to ride the city bus home, and that's fine. Just understand that, you know what, that your timeline for graduating might be a little bit longer than some of your classmates. So what I want to do this quarter is that if you are interested in the 7th hour, I want you to sign up in the counseling office. There's going to be a sheet for you to sign up if you're interested in doing a 7th hour. If you're currently in a 7th hour, then you don't have anything to worry about. I will continue to keep you in a 7th hour. But if you are wondering about maybe catching up on some credits, maybe doing some credit recovery and making up a quarter of biology or a quarter of English that you failed back in 9th or 10th grade. That's a great opportunity for you to do that 7th hour. So there will be a sign-up sheet in the counseling area on the front desk where you check in with Carrie. Make sure that you put your name down, and I will put you in a 7th hour, or at least talk to you specifically about what class you could be in for 7th hour. That's coming up. November 11th is the start of the second quarter. So it's really important that we get that taken care of as soon as possible. The other thing that we're going to be offering kind of in a 0 hour, it's actually after our 7th hour, kind of goes from 3 o'clock to 4:30, is a college prep class called College Success. And I know we'd like many seniors. We've had some talk, I think, in advisors about that. I've gotten 4 or 5 applications in. We'd really like to see a lot of our seniors consider taking this. It's a preparatory class to kind of give you a taste of what it's going to be like when you go to college. You will spend 1 day, 2 days out of the week for this class. 1 day will be here at the ALC. 1 day will be on campus at RCTC. So if you'd like more information about that class, you can talk to your advisor. You can come down and talk to me or find me in the hall and say, tell me more about this class. And we will get you signed up and get things moving. That class is ready to start in the middle of November, November 11th and 12th. Actually, the 12th is the first day that we'll be having this class. So that's going to be sooner than you think. So please consider signing up for that. I hate to have to twist some arms and force a few kids into that class, but I might do what I have to do because a lot of our seniors are looking at going to RCTC. You should be seriously considering taking this class. So that's all for now. Any other questions about 7th hour or your credits? You can find me anytime, let me know, or you can sign up in the counseling office. If I happen to be out of the building, I'll hunt you down as soon as I get back in the building. Thank you and have a great day.
We all need credits, so make sure you go into your 7th hour if you have one.
That's right. I should really probably start showing up to mine.
You have one?
Yeah, but it's time for this episode of C103 to come to an end.
But no worries, we'll be back next week, and make sure to wear blue next Tuesday.
Hope y'all had a good week.